welcome. I can see Dina in the green room going as well. Hello and welcome to episode 86 of Live with the Glitter Practitioner. That is me, aka Dr. Noopy. For those of you who don't know me, I am a GP, family physician in the UK, and I am also a spiritual and transformation life coach, speaker, and I love what I do. I really, really do. I'm passionate about showing others, be it my patients, be it my clients, truly how to recognize their whole self-health needs, realign to their baseline needs and having mind, body, soul in balance, and restoring their whole glitter, basically. And I get really excited just even talking about it. But I created a framework which was really from my own journey through burnout 13, 14 years ago. And it's very much what I used to realign my health needs, basically. And it's everything I've learned over the years, been taught, been guided towards. And it's my holistic prescription, the F list. And that's what I use in my coaching packages, in my coaching sessions as well. And the best way to show you what does it mean when I say find your fizz and flourish, it's through my brand story, which was created by the insanely talented Devon James Stinson, and he has truly captured the essence, the glitter, lots of it, through my brand story. So without further ado, Big Bro, may we have the brand story, please?
Follow the light through the storm. And this is not a light that warns, it's a light that forms on the pathway ahead. So you can maneuver around disaster instead of getting stopped by the obstacles. It just takes changing the obstacles. And then the impossible turns to possible. And then the storm lifts. You're no longer adrift. Breathe, focus, you've got this. Ahead you see a figure, a kind soul, and on the inside it feels like you might glow. Your endless cycles of cyclones have been turned to a breeze that just slightly blows. You're adorned with glitter, where you literally feel like a kid again. And this is when you realize how much of your life you've missed. And then you talk more with Dr. Noopy Aurora, who will holistically change your aura, where you and the new you won't be like strangers. No, you'll be like friends. Because this whole process is simply life-changing. So if you're feeling frazzled and you want to find your fizz and dazzle, then book a call with Dr. Noopy Aurora by messaging her right here on LinkedIn.
Oh, I've gone all spot. It just always makes me so dreamy, and I just go all sparkly. I love it. Thanks, Devon. It's friggin' amazing. Right. Without further ado, I've got an super, super talented, amazing guest on today. She is my galactic goddess. I made that up just now then, Dina. She's incredible. I can't wait for her to come back on the show. Come on down, Dina. I totally fluffed that up, actually. I had everything, all these wonderful things I was going to, and I thought, oh, sack it. Let's just bring you on.
I love it.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me on this
You
divine
are so
day.
welcome. You are so welcome.
Well, I was just reflecting on how we met the other day with a friend. No, today with a friend. I'm like, it's so magical how we met, how we were introduced and everything. And I'm so grateful that I get to be on here again.
I know. Thank you so much. You were on, gosh, was it the end of last year, I think? Oh, look, there's
Yes.
people here for you.
Yes, Alexandria. I also call her Lexi. She and I
Okay.
are meditation partners. We practice meditation. She's my accountability partner and friend.
Oh,
We're like really, so I'm so grateful to see you here, Lexi. And
oh,
yeah, so it's really great. All the people that I've been able to meet through LinkedIn and
yes.
online, and you know.
Well, I think I am so grateful for how we met and through Rochelle. And oh, it's incredible when connections come together. And it just literally happens. Nothing, you don't even know that was going to happen. We'd never met before.
No, I
And
know.
yourself, Lily, Rochelle, and just it is truly incredible. And I'll never forget, because I remember coming away and I just call you my dragon girl, my dragon lady. I love it. I love it. And
So
in
funny.
honor of your dragon powers, your connections, I specifically chose this tonight.
I love
Um,
that. Bring your
I,
dragon out.
yes, I'm pretending I'm a dragon today. Like last week, I was a hummingbird stroke dragonfly. Today, I am a dragon. Anyway, tell everybody a little bit about you and that side of you.
Oh my gosh. So
Go for it.
oh, so warning to the woohoo. So I
What?
had really
Welcome on. Bring it on.
I had received a really unique experience. I was already on my healing journey, and I was starting to receive even more healing, and I received this beautiful, I was gifted this, I won I this healing transformation journey called reconnection, and I was in the second phase of it. And on my way there, I wound up getting introduced to Sophia, the book called the Sophia Code, which is there's a lot of dragon energy in that, and it's all about goddesses and dragon energy. And I then had this beautiful experience, and in which I was in meditative state, and I was connecting with my higher self, and I was connecting with Mother Gaia, and I was being reconnected with all that is, reconnected with all my selves, right? And so we had this conversation afterwards, and I was listening to the podcast, and she was talking about the 777 dragons. And like, what is this? I really got to find out more about this. Like, and what is about these dragons? And, why am I seeing myself at the edge of, like in this dress on the beach dancing about red
Ooh.
dress with a red scarf, right? And so a little while later, I like the next day I went to tune in to listen to this podcast. Well, I had time jumped because the day before, like it was really weird. I somehow was listening to it a day in advance. It was like a weird time thing that happened. And then shortly after that, within like a week or so, I don't remember the time frame, but shortly after
Mm.
that, on my way to work, I'm listening to this Kaya Ra and her audiobook, The Sophia Code. And I look up in the sky on my way to work, and I see the dragon in the sky.
Oh my. Oh my.
Ginormous dragon in the sky.
Holy shit.
And yeah, and I was like, whoa, like, and then I got to work, I got out of my car, I took a picture of it, and then and now I already knew that I was channeling different galactic beings at this time. I was already connecting with Pleiadians, and I was starting to get all this guidance about dancing and moving energy and dancing with the energy. But when the dragons came in, it brought in this whole other element. Anyway, I can go on and on about
Wow.
this, but it was like everything was starting to come together.
Yes.
And I started to explore, the dragon journey, and started to realize I could channel dragon energy. And then I was like, oh my God, am I going to tell people about this? So here I am.
Too
Doing
bloody right you are. And you chat and look, I'm mesmerized actually by your artwork behind you. Because a lot of your healing, your energy, how you gift people is also through your artwork, isn't it? And it's
yeah.
portals, different realms. And I know you've sent me some gorgeous pictures, which I've kept. It's amazing. It really is. And it is the year of the dragon. That's right, Ollie. Hi, Ollie. I'll just say very quickly hi to Chris Fear. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I keep waving, and I'll come back to comments. So yeah, I love this. I love those colours behind you. They're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, this
Yeah.
was an earlier on one when I was really connecting with Metatron, Archangel
Yeah.
Metatron.
Yes.
And it was the beginning of me painting with the light codes.
Yes.
So this was it is one of the earlier paintings that I did in oil, where I was connecting with Archangel Metatron and frequencies. And I really honestly didn't know what I was doing. I was just channeling it, and I was just
The
going
best way.
flow, and it's allowing it all to come through. And now I do like connect with the paintings to receive messages from the
Yes.
paintings so that I can
Yes.
share those. So I'm starting to share that more now, where before
Well,
I was just painting.
yes, and I've been blessed to have a sneak preview of the collaboration work that yourself, Lily, and Rochelle have put together, which is incredible. When's the launch of that? Tell everybody a little bit about that.
Yes, March 20th. Thank you
I
so much.
thought it was close.
Yeah,
I
March
thought it was close
20th
by.
is the equinox, right? It's the
Yes, yes, it is.
yeah,
Yes,
because
yes,
that's really the true beginning of the year.
yes.
According to the 13 moons. And so yeah, we came together very magically. So funny enough, so I was in a mastermind group before the pandemic, and that mastermind group is run by a beautiful man named Thomas Martin. And he started to take the mastermind group onto a former CBS producer, took the group onto Clubhouse. When he took it onto Clubhouse, I met Rochelle Atkins, also known as America's Supermom.
America's Supermom. Yeah.
So I met her through that. And she would send me emails. Well, this one day I finally showed up to one of her networking Zoom calls, and I saw Rochelle. And, and Rochelle and I were both like, we got to connect. And as soon as we started connecting privately, we were like, we're going to collaborate. And it's just
one thing after another.
one thing after another. And then it turned out that she also knew Lily and wanted to connect with Lily. And I was already connecting with Lily. And then I met, and we all were in the same light language activator
Wow.
program. And so it was just like, whoop. And so it just really and we talk about this in the book, so I don't want to give everything away. But it was just really magical. And then we got to come down and meet you, and
yes,
connect even more.
Yes.
On our way down to see you. And so actually when they were in my house, we were videoing with our phone, us channeling with all these paintings of mine. And we have these videos still.
Wow.
It's so amazing. And we all came together to do some channeling, and we just we have a huge connection. And so the artwork, and there's the artwork with Lily's codes and directions on how to work with them. And then, so a lot of the
And
art,
Rochelle's voice.
right?
So Rochelle,
Yeah,
she's the one who the messages that have
yeah,
come through previously. It's
yes. Well, that's
beautiful.
the
It's
thing
just
I was
beautiful.
going to say, is that she was channeling those messages in, I believe, 2019.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. And so
Yeah.
then when we got together to start talking about matching my art, me
Mm.
making art to go with her messages, I was stuck for a while because I was like, I can't get started. I can't get started. Like I couldn't get started, whatever. And and then she's like, Miss Dina, wait, why don't we she's like, why don't we look at your art that you already did?
Yeah.
And I started intuitively pulling out art and to show her, and we were in sync about it. Okay, here's this painting. Oh my god, yes, this goes with channeling number 4. Oh my god,
Wow.
this one goes with
Your
so in
paintings.
sync,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So her channel messages, I read them. Oh my god, they're so
They
beautiful
are
and
beautiful.
empowering, and they've
Yes.
helped me. Like I go and reflect on them, and they're so potent. So it's like, even though she wrote them in 2019, the messages are so relevant to what is happening now, and so many, and
Mm.
so I feel like we were given this gift of co-creating, birthing this together, because it all comes together, and just like,
It's
hey,
all
hey, we have your,
heart, yeah. And it's
yeah,
all heart-centered. It's so that's the thing, it's timeless. When this type of stuff, it's completely timeless. You
yes,
can't there's no it's always going to be relevant, really.
right.
And you gave me the honor, of reviewing the first, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is I was so chuffed to bits, and I was mesmerized. I sort of read it first and just let it sort of sink in, and then again, and oh, it's beautiful, incredibly powerful. I can't wait to actually see it all come in real life, definitely.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely, I feel so grateful to be a collaborator on this, and it
Mm,
was really miraculous how, I would say 11 out of the 14 paintings I had already painted.
yeah,
It was
that's
as if my higher
incredible.
self was directing me to
Yes,
paint
yes, yes, yes.
in preparation for this collaboration. So there were 3
Mm,
paintings that I did, you know, specifically, knowing like, okay, these 3 paintings go with these 3 messages.
yes,
All the other ones were like, it was like they were made without me knowing that they were made for them.
yes, 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 yes. And we were talking the other day, just about, we were just catching up really, and you mentioned a couple of things that I think there's been a lot of shifts recently for you, which we were sort of talking about. And tell me a little bit more, because it's such a great topic. It's what we've been saying tonight, actually. It's gratitude, isn't it? And we were saying, when it's taking a huge step back, and when you return back to that space, everything just starts to flow back again. So I know that's how I've been feeling, and I was hearing myself say, I'm so grateful for this tonight even, and it's very powerful. So tell me about your experiences and what you've recognized recently.
Okay, so I know that I was sharing with you recently about how I was experiencing this, like, oh, I haven't sold a painting in a while, and I haven't booked a session since XYZ date, and what's going on? And then I was instantly like, all of a sudden I was guided And I was actually already working in Misty Lee's doing the self-love, the color of love with Misty Lee Riston, which is still available for people to join. And so I've been doing a lot of writing gratitude. And so one night I stepped in my room, in my art room, and I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on gratitude right now and just focus on what's going well. What can I celebrate right now? And right away, I found this magazine clipping that was a page from a local magazine that had a picture, an article that had a picture of me with one of my paintings that,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So I just like sat there in that energy of gratitude, like the whole story behind it and how she photographed that picture of me, and we did it as like an energy exchange. And then she wound up using that picture in an article that she did for this Saratoga magazine. It's called Saratoga Living. And she could have chosen any of the many other photographs that she had taken to be in that article, but she chose me and like 3 other pictures. So it was like, wow, like that was like, how honored am I that I got to be in there. And then the whole how my family friends found it, and then they were like, hey, Eddie, to my dad, did you know Dina's in a magazine? And I hadn't even told him yet. And so then they sent him that page. And then my dad was like, Dina, how are you in this magazine? And
Oh,
then my dad sent it to me, and then that's how I had it. And it was just like such a beautiful, like, cacophony of gratitude, you
I
know,
love it.
from the whole experience, from her photographing me, this beautiful photo shoot, and then it wound up being published. She'd asked my permission, of course. So I was like, oh, okay. So, and here was like free advertising, right? Because I didn't
Yes.
pay
Yes.
to be in a magazine, right?
Yeah.
And so, and then shortly, like within a week, I did a live channeling one of my paintings that had actually wound up being on the cover of a magazine from a woman that I met here in LinkedIn. Jamie, I cannot remember her last name right now, but it's called Living Well Magazine. No, Helpful Living, excuse me, Helpful Living. And she had this painting as a cover of the magazine for February.
Oh, wow.
So I was in a live talking about it and expressing my gratitude about it, and then doing a channeling of the painting.
Yeah.
And then from there, I wound up connecting with this woman in a Zoom call and that saw it. And now she's buying 4 of my paintings, including that, which was, so it's like,
Bring it on.
yes, exactly. Jamie rocking my glass. Thank you, Ollie.
That's the thing. That is the thing. And it's looking at, I remember you sort of, when was it? Maybe about a month ago. And I remember you saying, I've got this. I think I need to be doing this. Or this is maybe how I can get my work out there. And it was kind of a bit stuck. Not stuck. It was just, it was stagnant.
Yeah.
There wasn't any movement happening. And it was when you kind of flipped. It's what I say, isn't it? It's like flipping that perspective. It's fuck off, focus, breathe, go back to the basics, and go straight back into harnessing that gratitude. I think that is, you've lived, it's living proof. That's why I really wanted to talk about this, because that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
And it's not a coincidence at all. There's no such thing as coincidences at all.
Oh, no.
It's magic. You can actually make magic happen.
You want to hear something funny really about it?
Yeah.
Too? Is that like I started doing that with other things. So like whenever I start to feel, I start to imagine. I start to imagine something
Do
like
that again. Do that again when you start to feel a bit what?
oh,
honey.
I have been starting to really, even like this whole
Oh, my head.
experience with the wonderful woman, Connie, who's
Yeah.
now on LinkedIn. And oh, so I'm realizing also, like, so I'm grateful for being myself. Like, I'm
Yes.
grateful to just be
Yes.
me. And
Good.
because I realize, like, I'm talking to friends who are like, Dina, I just don't know how you go live like that. Like, I don't feel comfortable going live like that. And I know it's the difference between where I'm at and reaching the people that I want to reach, but I'm afraid of going live. I'm like, let's do it together. So I
Oh,
love going live with those that are a little bit more introverted or shy
yeah.
about going live, because when I go live, it's like
I
something
love it.
in me, like it's like another part of me takes over, right? And care about what people think of me. I don't care whether I
Shy.
make mistakes. I don't care
Yes.
if I flunder my words. Exactly.
Yeah,
Ollie.
exactly.
And it's just like you get in the zone, and especially when you're in the zone of service, of
Mhm.
being heart forward,
Yes.
you can't make a mistake.
Yes.
It's just like you just keep refining it,
Yeah.
and then people get to receive your energy, and then they get to have permission to be themselves, because I feel like
Mm.
a lot of I love this. Oh, I love you.
I know. I
Yeah.
know. And that's the key. It is about being authentic, and it is about showing up as you. Because if not, do you know what? You can't sustain that. That's the thing. And oh, I'm just like, yes, yes, me too. I love it too. And that's why I love doing this bringing people on, having these conversations. It's not prepped. We've got obviously we have an idea of roughly where we want to take it, but it doesn't really matter. It's what comes through at that time, and it's always of value. And it's what you give out, isn't it? And that's the thing. And you can't go wrong. And I think that is I love it. I really do. So
You
what
know,
else? What else is
so
happening in your world?
well, I want to be doing some in-person live painting this
Mhm.
coming
Mhm.
weekend, and I've got some things in the works. Just thinking what I'm going to be. I teach intuitive art experiences, and so I have some of those coming up in this month. And so one of them is March 17th. It's a complimentary
Oh.
intuitive painting basics, where we can tap into a little bit of basics on painting watercolors. And then on the 31st, the last weekend of the month, the last Saturday of the month, a friend of mine are collaborating on another intuitive journey experience with intuitive painting. So I'm harnessing the energy of creating experiences with art, intuitive art, and
Beautiful.
working on that, and calling in new opportunities, a new art space. And oh, great, awesome. And I love going live, and I love introducing others to go live, and I love talking and connecting. And I love that.
That's
Okay,
where we
I
I
see
love
that.
talking too.
I
Yes.
want to go live. And I love creating experiences.
Yeah.
So whether it be in person or online, creating this environment in which others feel inspired and open to create from within,
Yes.
and creating, and also for me to be able to channel my authentic expression to be of
Yes.
service, and bringing that all together so that they are allowing their true expression to come through, and where they've also received clearing, energetic clearing, that can free up their true, like what they really want to create,
Yes.
and
Yes.
beyond what their mind is telling them.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
one
There's
of
no
my,
limits. There's
yeah,
no limits.
yeah.
That's the thing.
So, I believe, I feel in my heart that we all channel. We all are channeling energy. It's just, I am here to assist those who are called to work with me to learn how to channel their energy in a way that opens the door to merging their spiritual connection with themselves and bringing that through art so that they can create and bring in and channel what is going to benefit this world now.
Yeah.
So, and bringing the magic.
Which is so therapeutic
Mm.
in itself, isn't it? It's so therapeutic. I know. Channeling the dance of the universe. I love that.
I love
Absolutely.
And that's the thing, it's like, finding the words, Snoopy, like, so
Yes.
verbally expressing this is like,
Yes.
It's like, who's gonna get my language? You know what I mean? Like, but
Plenty.
it's like
Those who need to, those
right?
who you need to reach
We
will
are
always. Yes.
exactly the hardest.
Yeah.
Ollie, you get me. You speak my language, and that's what it is. It's like I really feel called to just keep opening that door, that connection.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I can go on and on and on.
I know, and I've just realised the time. I always do this. It literally that felt really quick. No, it's fine. But that felt really super quick then. I thought we had loads of time left because I was going to ask you about Dragon Realms and working with you to connections with the Dragon Realms. So that's the one for next time.
I know. I guess we're just going to have to come back up again.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I have some things in the work dragon wise, so we can definitely make that an intention for another one.
I love it.
Focus on the dragons. And
yep, definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm mesmerized. And I'm loving that painting behind you. It's the colors. I keep getting drawn to the teals and those darker bluey purplies behind you. Anyway, I've got to wrap up now. Okay. Sorry, what were you going to say, Dina?
Oh, I was going to say that this painting is available on my Fine Art America page. So it's
Put it in the comments.
Well, I gotta find the link and put it in there.
Yeah. Whenever.
Be able to do that in time before this ends, but
no worries. Well, thank you for joining me, and don't go anywhere. I will come and join you in the green room very shortly.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my goodness me. That really did feel like 5 minutes, if that. Wow. Incredible. Thank you for joining me for today's episode, which was episode 86. I forgot to say that at the beginning. For those of you who want to find out more about Dina, connect with her. All the information is going to be on the show links, and connect with myself if you want to learn more about how to find your fizz and flourish. My contact details are all going to be as well, all down here. I got distracted again looking at comments. I've got to stop. You can find me on LinkedIn pretty much. Either direct message me or you can use my Calendly link. And every Monday you will find me here at 8 p.m. GMT, which is 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can also find me on YouTube, LinkedIn, I've already said, Instagram and Facebook, all under at The Glitter Practitioner. Have an amazing week, and I will see you again next week for another episode of Life with the Glitter Practitioner. Bye.